So we're back with another movie review. Today we are going to be reviewing the movie The Witch. Before we even get into it, I'm going to say this movie was god-awful. It was very bad. It was so bad.
I was so excited for this movie because in the trailer in the theater,
the trailer looks so good.
It looked so amazing. I even said to Batty, I was like, I cannot watch that shit because it looked so scary. Yeah. Like, I like scary movies, but I was like, I don't know if I can do that one because that one looks intense.
I'm like, oh, we're definitely going to see it then. So we never actually got to see it in theaters. Thank God.
Yeah.
But just the fact that I bought the fucking DVD makes me mad because I didn't know where to rent it. I don't really rent anything. I just buy it. So now I'm stuck with the goddamn DVD. But no, this movie was horrible.
Want it?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Free.
No, so it's like it has an artsy take on horror,
which
so
I really like.
I like the idea.
The way it was filmed, I thought it was artsy, and it was pretty amazing, and the scenery was really awesome. It did linger in places that nothing was going on. Like someone would leave
too long.
Someone would like be like in the very distance, like walking or up close and walking, and it would just stay there, and you're just like. And, like, that's what people said what was the horror about it, because it left you in suspense. Like, oh, my God, is something going to happen? Like, oh, da-da-da. Yeah. It's a really disappointment. I mean, if you're watching it as, like, a documentary and you're watching it for, like, the location, I mean, I get it. Like, it was nicely done.
Yeah, the visuals were nice, but there were so many problems with it.
Story was fucking bullshit.
So yeah, it takes place in right?
It's like colonial times.
Yeah, and this family, I guess, gets ostracized from their village
because
for being too religious. Which at that time period makes no goddamn sense because that's all these people had was, you know, living for God and making sure He's happy and doing everything they can to appease Him so that their family is safe. You know, that's all these people had, and they're like, oh, you're too religious, like get the fuck out.
The thing is, it didn't explain, like we actually had to look that up, like why.
Yeah.
Because one thing about the movie is the accents are super thick.
They're really thick, and like the volume on.
Watch it with subtitles. If you do watch it and you want to check out like the film, watch it with subtitles because it was fucking hard, especially the dad. It's really hard to understand him. Like
it's like getting a dick in his mouth.
Yeah, so that's. And it was, okay, so, like, they go to this spot, and that's where the whole movie takes place, is at this cabin that they, like, built, and...
In, like, a day.
In, like, a day, apparently. And it just revolves around that, and it's about, like, witchcraft, and eventually they, the oldest sibling, the daughter, is taking care of the baby, and the baby disappears. The witch got him. And the most creepiest thing is it shows the baby all naked, and then it's, like, this hand is going over the baby, and I'm like... Okay, if what's about to go down is what I'm thinking, I don't want to fucking watch this movie anymore. Like, this is getting, like, escalated from, like, oh, cabin in the woods, you know, we're just, like, sitting here milking cows.
It had a
like,
weird
this
sexual thing to it. It was,
and then, spoiler and kind of, like, squeamish alert, it goes from that to her churning butter, but it's the fucking baby. Yeah. And then she slathers it on her, and then she becomes young. So it was a little bit disturbing. I mean, it was like a little too far. I think anything that happens to babies and animals, I'm just like, I don't like.
I get that with you. Anything that happens to animals for me takes me out of the movie, which is why I never finished watching American Psycho. But it was just like the weird sexual vibe with it. I don't care that she killed the baby.
I think it's just the innocence involved. I don't think anything should be done to babies or animals. You know, I don't know. I mean, kids, a lot of things happen to kids in movies, and, like, it's sad, but it's like, yeah, but it's like a baby. A baby can't talk, it can't defend itself, it can't, you know, run away.
They're annoying when they cry,
you know, but, and the same thing with an animal. An animal can defend itself a little bit better, but, you know, the innocence, I think, of it, you know? But, so it goes to that, and then eventually they just start accusing the oldest daughter of being the witch and practicing witchcraft because shit starts to go downhill.
There's also like a weird sexual tension thing from the brother to the oldest sister.
Yeah,
and it's not like it's back and forth, but yeah, he checks her out a lot. And it's like
he's
super creepy.
He's hitting puberty, and she's like the only oldest chick there except for his mother.
Yeah.
So
that was creepy.
It was weird.
Yeah.
And like the twins, again with the twins, because we reviewed another one with the twins. They were annoying. They were so annoying and weird. So fucking weird. I mean, out of anything, they were probably the scariest and weirdest things out of the whole.
Yeah. One point in the movie, when the son ended up getting captured by the witch. I don't know what the fuck she did to him, because he comes back naked and he has like scars and like bite marks all over him, so I don't know what the fuck she did, but he's not possessed, I guess, but he's like laying in the bed and he's like straight up dying, and
it's like he's like in a coma for a while, and then he wakes up.
And yeah, and just starts like praising God, and he goes, "Thank you, God," and he was like, I'm coming to you," and like there's like another weird sexual part with like his weird moaning, and then he dies. And then the twins start accusing the little sister of like putting a curse on him, and then they start pretending to be possessed, and then they pass out, and it's just
stupid.
It was weird.
So the whole thing is pretty much everybody starts getting taken out. The baby got taken out, the brother got taken out. Through the whole thing, there's this big ass goat called Black Phillip, and the twins say that they can talk to him, and they're always like terrorizing it and all this kind of stuff. So after the boy dies and the twins are faking it, the dad gets all fucking pissed off and just says, "Okay, it's one of you guys, so I'm gonna lock you all up into the cabin or in the shed and it's with the goat too." And it's funny because she accused the twins of being able to talk to the goat.
Yeah, and that the goat's like the devil.
Satan, you know, and stuff like that. And so they threw them all in there with the goat, and randomly at one point in the night the witch pops up and she's eating like another goat or something, and then morning comes around, the mom is off her rocker. She dreamt that like the baby was alive and she was nursing it, and it was really a crow like pecking at her boob. And so the dad wakes up and he's like, and
he wakes up and the shed is just torn to shit.
Pieces. So he's freaking out,
and the twins are gone.
You never hear about the twins. You don't know what happened to the twins. So he's accusing her. He's like, "Haha, you're the witch. Blah, blah, blah. You killed my whole family." Da, 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 da.
And the one good scare,
poof, out of nowhere, the fucking Black Phillip just kills the dad, just rams him.
Just like sticks his horn in his
and he's trying to fight
side.
him, and he just kills him. And then the mom comes out, she's like, "Oh my God, no,
you killed my husband!
You killed my whole family, and this and that, da 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 da." And she's just beating the shit out of her daughter, and then all of a sudden it comes to the point where she kills her mom.
Yeah.
So
the one person she does actually kill.
Yeah. So sort of far, it's just like, oh my God. So then she's in there, and she's like a fire, and then she's like, "Black Phillip, you can really talk to me," all this kind of stuff, and all of a sudden you hear this voice. And you're like,
"Oh my God, Black Phillip's fucking talking."
Really? You gotta be fucking kidding me. And then like there's a shadow behind her
of a person, and he turns into the devil.
Daddy thought he looked like a pirate.
He looked like a fucking pirate. Like he had like pirate fucking boots on, and
fucking stupid.
The whole look, I'm like, that's a fucking pirate.
So it goes to the point where he's like, "Okay, well, join me, blah, 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 sign this shit, and you'll get everything that you want." And it ends up that she undresses, and they go into the woods, and there's all these other naked ladies dancing around the fire.
And then they all start levitating.
They all fucking float up. And
that's it.
I want to say that I've seen that ending before.
Yeah.
It was like deja vu, and I've never seen this movie, and I swear, if you guys know what I'm talking about, the naked ladies dancing, it's like really cliche too, so I probably have seen this. But if you know what movie I'm fucking talking about, I would love to know, like, write it in the comments, because it's bugging the shit out of me. I've looked, but I can't find it. Like, I've been looking for a long time. But it was stupid. It left everything like sort of unanswered. It was like there was none of this going on in the story. It was really like, oh, dad dies, and then that was it. There was nothing. It was very awful. And again, like when we reviewed like The Forest, when you have like a really small cast and it starts dwindling down, you need to have some substance. You need to have a lot going, like not a lot going on, like it's so confusing, but enough to keep you interested of like what's gonna come next.
Yeah.
And this movie has had like huge reviews of how great it is. I get it, it's really well done, like visually.
Yeah.
But not, and the actors are good, but there's just nothing.
There's nothing to act out because there's
everything unanswered. You don't know who the witch was, why the witch was there, anything about the witch. She's just there. It's like they just thought of her after and was like, oh, we were going with this story. Well, let's throw this bitch in there and we'll call it the witch.
She's like barely in there.
And it's called, you know, and I get it's about the witch, like the witchcraft and someone. It's just stupid. It really is. I just didn't understand it. I was like stoked about it, and it turned out to be shit.
Yeah. So like out of 5 stars, it's definitely a 1, and the only reason it's a 1 is because the visuals were good.
I give it a half or a 1, half to a 1.
Half star.
Half star, because you know,
the visuals were good. Yeah.
A half bat and a part of a whisker. Yeah, if there's any other movies you want us to watch, review, let us know.
And if you ended up watching this movie, let us know what you think of it.
Yeah.
If you liked it,
tell us why.
Yeah, tell us why.
Tell us why.
It was bad.
Like, give us like a good argument of like why we should change our mind and why we should like it, other than the fact that it's artfully done, because that's why we like it. If there's something about the story or anything like that that we're not catching or we're not understanding, because that could be possible. Who knows?
Pretty dense.
Then let us know, and also say why you didn't like it, because we probably agree with you. And yeah, until next time, right?
Yeah. We'll see you guys later. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.